just...
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep.
Oh, goddamn hacker, that second damn night that asshole's cut in.
All right, boys and girls, welcome aboard for tonight's episode of The Brothers Hack the Matrix. Boys and girls, welcome aboard for tonight's episode of The Brothers Hack the Matrix. I am your host, JoesAtmosfere, and as usual, I've got my brother alongside me, the Hylunder. There can be only one. What's going on, man? Oh, he wants to start with fireworks tonight. I see how it is.
That's what's happening.
That's what's happening, huh? I want to see rock and roll. That's what I want to see.
Rock and roll, bro.
There it is right there. That's what I'm talking about. Show us the axe real quick, Pick Master.
This is the vintage V100. This is the Honey Burst, man. This is actually the first vintage I ever bought, and this is a beautiful, beautiful guitar. It rocks pretty smooth too. I dig it.
It looks like that old Gibson mock-up I bought.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool stuff.
So you're heading to New Orleans tomorrow, hey?
Yes, I am heading to New Orleans tomorrow. The guy I'm going to meet down there, Christian Delorme, is already down there. Okay. Yeah, he got there this afternoon, a couple hours before we went on the air here.
Is he staying in the quarter, or is he staying?
He's staying in the quarter, and so are we. We're staying in the Bourbon Orleans. Is the name of the hotel.
All right.
Cool, of course, Rhonda tells me today. She says, "Oh, by the way, there's a chance that this hotel is haunted." I was like,
"That's what's up."
Really?
All the hotels down there are haunted, dude. What are you kidding me?
That's what she told me afterwards. She said there's like 21 on the list down there that are haunted.
Yeah, they're all haunted, dude.
So anyway,
they all have a tale to tell.
They all have a tale to tell. But
no
anyway,
no doubt.
I've got.
What you drinking tonight? What's your poison?
Jacques Daniels.
Jacques, neat for me.
Tink. I got mine on ice. I want mine to last a little while. I can't drink like you do, dude. I can't do it. You know
you can, but you know.
Yeah, if I want to.
The result might not be cool. So.
No, it wouldn't be cool. You've seen me when I've had too much. It's ridiculous.
Sí,
I want to fight everybody in the room. Doesn't matter who it is. They can be 3 times my size. I don't want to beat them up. Bizarre. All right, let's see who's in the chat tonight. Of course, we all know who's in here first tonight.
He's back.
We didn't have a video for him on draft night because didn't expect him on draft night. And he was the first one in there on draft night, but he's the first one here tonight as usual.
There are some who call me Tim.
It's Tim, of course. How you doing, man? Good to see you. And we've also got Stark of Iron in the house. How you doing, Tony? Good to see you, man. Soil is
Arc of
elusive.
Iron.
Great.
I think that name. That's pretty cool.
Check him out, man. Yeah, he's great. I believe he's out of New York. I think he is, but he's a singer, and yeah, he has a good time, man. He does a lot of karaoke and stuff. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
he's a very cool guy. He's part of my crowd that I try to stream with as often as possible. He's a late night guy though, man. He's on late at night.
Oh,
yeah.
What does he start like after 10 or something like that?
Yeah, man. I think he works graveyard shift.
Cool.
Correct me if I'm wrong about any of this, Tony, but I'm pretty sure he works at night and he streams late at night because that's when he's awake, So, anyway, okay, look, boss, relax. I'm just hanging out with my brother, man.
Yo, 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 yo.
Oh,
He said we got to get on with it, man. He's expecting us to get on with it. And there's the fireworks. What's up? He catches me when I'm not looking. Of course, we always start with the top of the heap, boys and girls.
Of the heap, dude.
Top of the heap. It's those stories
the craziness just continues.
The top of the news cycle, the headlines you see every day at 5:30 on the national news, that kind of thing. And you know where it all starts, and it kind of sucks, but it always starts this way.
Eject! 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 Fire on the flight deck. This business will get out of control. It'll get out of control and we'll be lucky to live through it.
Let's see. Tony says, I'm based in Kentucky. I thought it was New York. I work early graveyard, but I do afternoon shows on weekends when I can. Yeah, he does. Yeah, absolutely. But I do carry a note from time to time. Maybe get friendly with the piano.
Could be taken on holiday.
Yeah, could be taken on holiday. Voice actor, yada yada. Yeah, he does some really good impressions and stuff too.
Very cool. Very cool.
Okay, we got to start with this bullshit going on around the world. A whole bunch of friggin' saber rattling. We always start with the Ukraine, let you know what's going on there. Zelensky sparks anger in Ukraine with blatantly illegal conscription drive. Blatantly illegal. I don't know about all that. Ukraine
it's amazing to me that these reporters, so-called journalists, get away with these sensational.
Well, they editorialize all the time now, Dan. I've talked about this a lot. And look, we were taught not to do it back when I was in school.
Yeah.
When I was going to journalism school, I was told you don't editorialize. As a matter of fact, I think it was when Marshawn Lynch wouldn't talk to the media that one time because he got fined because he didn't make himself available to the press.
Sure.
And he was getting up there going, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Right. This
guy on the news was covering the story, and he just went on for about 3 minutes about how he didn't like Marshawn Lynch because he did that and stuff. And I wrote him an email. I said, dude, you need to tell people you're editorializing. They think you're telling facts there, man.
Well, that's
what
the problem. These people put these sensational headlines out, and people think they're reading facts. If you read this story, the guy's making it, like him or not, his country's at war, and he's got Ukrainians living outside the country are trying to leave the country, trying to get these visas, trying to renew their visas, and his stance is, look, we're at war. If you call yourself a Ukrainian, you should be here. Don't ask for states, benefits if you're not willing to put your skin in the game and go to war with the rest of us. You're not going to get anything from us now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense to me, but blatantly illegal. Yeah. That just, who said that? Does it say in the article? I doubt it. Yeah. The reporter says it. That's an editorial, folks. Apparently, though, he's got a conscription drive going on. Putin gets a taste of his own medicine as Ukraine uses long-range missiles for the first time. Yeah. U.S. officials have confirmed Ukraine deployed the devastating ATACMS What a great name for a weapon system, man. ATACMS.
It's a great name, is it not?
A weapons system against Putin's forces in Russian-occupied Crimea. And
this was green lighted by the White House, and
of course it is.
So, I mean, according to the BBC, U.S. President Joe Biden secretly gave the green light to supplying 186-mile range missiles back in February.
Yeah.
It's now emerged they have been used in at least one strike on Russian-occupied Crimea. So, I mean, these things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we, the people, have a say about it or not, these things are happening. So, a lot of money's going over there. Arms are going over there, and escalation is going to happen. So, I mean,
well, you know what I think about it? I think it's a big money laundering scheme is what it is. I mean, and you can call it that, or you can call it war profiteering. Either way, we're giving them all this money, right, to buy arms. Who are they buying arms from? They're buying them from us. Mm-hmm. So the money's coming right back here and going into politicians' pockets and lobbyists' pockets to keep this shit going.
The flip side of that is, La Francais really funded our war effort against the Brits. So, I mean,
mm-hmm.
Independence, this country is supposed to be wanting to go, and be independent. So mm-hmm. they're receiving aid from us and European countries, not unlike we did when we went to war for our independence. So, it's just.
Well, they're already independent, Dan. It's.
To maintain their independence then.
I can't remember the name of the area that was disputed. It's right on the border. It's kind of like Kashmir between Pakistan and India. It's an area there that there's a lot of Russian dissidents living there, and they were trying to come in and take it back.
Sure. So
that's what it is, and they're trying to keep it. So, yeah, it's a big money laundering scheme.
I'm sure logistically that region is, key for both parties. So,
I'm sure there's some oil pipeline that goes through there or something.
Pathway to the politics.
There's something. Yes, there's something of strategic value or economic value going on there. Matt from Small Time Republic says this war is bad guy versus bad guy. I believe that. I do. Speaking of that, Russian rebels vow to burn Putin in the flames of revolution. As panic grips the Kremlin. What is this all about, Daniel?
Well, they're freedom fighters, so their goal is to, hold Putin accountable. That's where they're coming from. So, those freedom fighters are there. They're going to continue to be there, and they're making it known. So there you go.
That's crazy. I can't believe
Legion sees itself as being the spark to ignite the revolution that will rid Russia of its murderous tyrant. So there you go.
Wow.
And they're out public about it. I mean, they're not trying to hide the fact of what they're trying to do. So, I mean, good luck to those guys.
Well, those long-range missiles that Ukraine's firing, looks like they got backup at the same time. NATO aircraft activated after waves of Russian strikes. So, I mean, it's just escalating all over the place over there. It's ridiculous.
The good thing that's happening in the background is we are continuing to have talks with China. Our delegates are,
That is a good thing. Is a good thing.
I think what's going to happen here is if we can maintain that status quo or a good relations or stagnant relation and not a cold relation with China, mm-hmm. I think eventually it will be in their best interest to cut, Russia loose, at least reduce the aid to them, so kind of leave them to themselves. So I think on a global scale, that's just beneficial for China to maintain its relationship with us. So
yeah, but there's still, man, you want to talk about a landmine filled relationship right there. Taiwan's in that deal. We don't have an article on it because it didn't happen this week, but the Hill passed the bill, and I can't remember if he signed it or not, but I'm pretty sure that TikTok has a year to diversify their ownership, or they're going to be banned in the U.S. So that was all passed last week.
Yeah, that'll go away.
Yeah, I think it will too. There's too
As
much,
things warm up,
too much money going on right there. Woof.
Sure.
You want to talk about a lot of money? That's
What's
a lot.
happening in the background? The administration say, "Look, you got to cut us in on the money.
Right.
Money, this will go away."
That's what that's really about, right? We're going to strong arm you until we get the money, right? Gangsters up down the hill. The gangsters.
They are straight
Okay.
mob.
Okay, the other hot spot, the Israelis and the Palestinians. Let's see. The head of the Israeli military intelligence quits over failure to warn of the October 7th attack. This is General
Zod.
Aharon Haliva.
There you go.
Requested permission to stand down, ending his 38-year Army career. Responsibility as the head of the intelligence directorate for the event of October 7th is what he's citing. He's stepping down, and I can't blame him. I mean, if I was the head of the intelligence network that let that happen, I'd probably be pretty upset with myself.
Yeah, it took him a while to step down, though. That was October, right?
Yeah, that was a while ago. It's kind of
What is that all about? That's some positioning, political positioning.
Yeah,
I'm sure something's coming up where Netanyahu's got to ask for something or do something to maintain his power, so he's going to give up somebody. I mean, yeah, October, man. Why is this guy just now, retiring or resigning or whatever you want to call it?
Read between the lines, boys and girls. Don't just read these articles and say, "Oh, that's neat." No, follow the money first of all. I've always said that. Follow the money when you're talking about any of this stuff, and you want to keep track of the story afterwards and see what's going on with it.
Yeah,
see what that person is poised to do, what he's done in the past, that kind of thing.
If he was really, felt like he was responsible, he would have bailed,
right after it happened.
So,
yeah,
like shoot, I missed that. I can't do this anymore.
Right.
Failed the country.
Okay, next up, we got Hamas releasing more videos showing U.S. and Israeli hostages alive.
See, this is the thing. People have forgotten about these hostages, man.
Yeah.
They're rioting
they're
all
still
over
holding people.
Yeah, these students are in the campuses rioting.
Yeah, we've got an article about that. Yeah.
Where's the righteous indignation about all these people being held hostage? And how the fuck are they still hostage? Hasn't Israel just made that whole Gaza Strip a freaking parking lot by now? Where are these people being held?
Well, if you hear them tell it, yes, they have turned it into a parking lot, and they're killing everybody.
Those people are not in the Gaza Strip. They're in Iran. They're somewhere else.
They got them out of there. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So we got that going on. And to what Daniel was talking about, this was the big news this week. Oh, shit. Here we go. We got some fireworks going on with Daniel again. Good Lord, Hylunder. There can be only one.
There can be only one.
Didn't Yale or Harvard lose their head of
Harvard?
The president of their school
Harvard.
Over something like this not too long ago.
Yep.
Yale arrests 47 protesters calling for military weapons divestment. This is going on at every campus in the U.S. I think a bunch of them from New York were arrested not too long ago. And one thing they're not saying in this article, though, is that some of these people they're arresting aren't even students. Yeah.
These are organized protests, man. And that's where the extreme left has it over everybody else. They are organized. They're well-financed, George Soros. And, they can protest at the drop of a freaking hat, man. So they were protesting here at UT, and Governor Abbott got the freaking National Guard out. I mean, that was at UT. So it's happening all over the country. The students are protesting what they feel is injustice. They feel like the people in the Gaza Strip are being, brutalized and murdered. And yeah, they probably are. And they're being used as pawns again by Hamas. And Hamas is what they lit the fire. I mean, people have forgotten about that video.
This is what they all forget about. These people over in Gaza support Hamas. They support them. They want them there. They voted them in the leadership positions there. No, they did.
Not necessarily willingly either. I mean,
no.
People are there, they're just using those people.
Nobody says collateral damage is any good at all. No doubt. They should be helping these people and all that good stuff. I understand that, but it's sure we're building a barge. What we'll get into that here later on, but at the same time, we're selling the other side weapons. That's just I could go on about this forever, but I'm not going to, because we're done with top of the heap. Thank God. I do like E. Clay Thomas's thing here. Our government is still holding hostages from January 6th. Yeah. I hear you, bro.
Yeah,
I hear you.
You hear him talk about January 6th. It's like we got invaded by Japan or something like that.
Yeah, right.
Protesting. Instead of engaging we the people on that day, what did those politicians do? Woo, run and hide.
Yeah, they did run and
hide.
hide.
Ask them, what's the problem? No.
Yeah.
You're our representatives, motherfuckers. You should come out and speak to us. No, they did. That's what they did.
Yeah, they did.
That's what they think about us right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we've got a best and brightest that'll show you that big time here later on. Video proof even, right, Dan?
Getting upset already. Too early for that.
It's okay. Have a little whisk. It'll be all right, man. All right, boss. Man, dude, do you have to?
Yo.
He said it's time for the jockstrap, bro. He says it's time for the jockstrap.
Oh, in the face.
He says stop talking about all this war stuff.
Dude,
we got to talk about the war stuff. It's important.
It is. It's on top of the heap, man. It's not going away.
No.
It's right there in front of us. We get to fund
something a little bit lighter. And of course, we all know what the most important story in sports was this week, right, Dan?
Yes, we do.
LSU.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
National champs at last. LSU women. Let's hear it for the LSU women. Yes, they win again.
Again, top of the heap.
Yeah.
Top of the heap. No matter the sport. Could be badminton. You're going to see LSU win. That's what we do, man. That's how we roll.
Oh, man. Where did this happen, Dan? Where were they competing at?
I don't know where the title. I think it was. I don't know, dude. I'd be totally lying. I want to say Houston, but I don't know if that's correct. So,
but that's cool, man. That's very cool. They got themselves another trophy in the case over there at LSU. Very cool.
That's how we do
very
it, bro.
Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And then, of course, we've got the draft happened. It started this Thursday and ended up, I think, Saturday. I think they just do it. I don't think they do it on Sunday, too. I think it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday now.
Chicago totally throws more caution to the wind when they grab the first pick.
Dude.
With Caleb Williams. And they got him a target, too. I've got the full breakdown here, but it was fun. If you missed our live reaction. Did they do that?
What's that? What'd you say?
Steal for his balls.
Some steel for his balls.
I
hear you, man.
Adversity.
I hear you. Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs, that right there. I tell you. Caleb went first. Marvin Harrison Jr. ended the first overall. Everybody said he was the best player in the draft. He ended up dropping a fourth to the Carolina Panthers. All 6 of the quarterbacks went in the first round, man.
Look, I'm getting my commando shit, dude. I'm on board, dude.
I know you're on board with that commandos quarterback. You know who we're talking about, boys and girls. That is Jaden Daniels.
I am that kid, man.
He is gone to the Washington Commanders. The numbers speak for themselves, man. He did a great job for the LSU Tigers.
He is going to create some excitement. He's going to create an atmosphere in that locker room of guys going to go, man, this guy, we could win.
Well, you know who they hired to be the offensive coordinator there for him, right?
Who?
Cliff Kingsbury, the guy they hired to mentor the mental pygmy from Oklahoma out in Arizona. He was the head coach at Arizona, but
he's a great quarterback at Texas Tech too. The guy can really understands the position. Now, whether they can coexist, we'll find out. Hopefully,
Cliff Kingsbury. What I'm saying is, Cliff Kingsbury is going to be able to tailor an offense for him. He's good with running quarterbacks, is what I'm saying. It's not his fault that whatever that guy's name is in Arizona is just a mental pygmy. He's just. I'm not a fan.
Jaden Daniels he is not just a running quarterback. He can make all the throws.
Yes, he can throw all of. Yes, he can. Yes,
he is
can.
looking to get downfield. That's for
Mhm.
sure. He'll run if he has to, but his eyes are still going downfield as he's making his moves around the pocket.
Yeah,
that guy's not going to be stagnant. He's tough. I've seen him take some big hits at LSU, come back and play solid. So
I know that Matt from Small Time Republic, he was on with us that draft night, and he agrees with you. Caleb Williams is a flake. The Bears will regret not getting Daniels. That he believes the same thing you do, man.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
I was hoping that the Commandos would pull the trigger on the kid from North Carolina, but the Commandos were smart. Jaden Daniels, they grabbed him. And then New England's
Patriots. They got Drake. Who's my kind of quarterback? He's a pocket passer. Yeah, I know, Dan. I know. But all 6 of them went. Okay.
Rain on your parade,
no!
bro. Yeah, bro.
I've never seen that one. Try that again. Let's see that one again. Oh, he gets just a thumbs down that time. Okay. Well, anyway, let's see. What were the other top 6? It was Drake, who ended up going to the Patriots. Then you had the Minnesota Vikings traded up to get that was the shocker of the draft. Atlanta, who just threw all this money at Kirk Cousins, Daniel, they take Penix out of Washington with their first pick.
Well, how many years is Cousins under contract?
3 years.
Okay. How many years did
I think
Rodgers?
It's 3, maybe 4.
How many years did Rodgers sit behind Brett Favre before he got on?
Yeah, it was a while.
Okay, so that's a good situation.
Yeah,
he can mentor. He can, because Kirk Cousins knows the game.
Yeah,
he knows how to play the position.
He does.
So
Kirk Cousins was shocked by this.
I hate to see it, but it's
I know. I know you hate to see. Oh shit! No, Daniel, don't do it to me. You get bubbles.
Rain came up there. I'm gonna keep trying though.
Okay, but anyway, look, the draft, if nothing else, was good financially for the Detroit area. The NFL draft attendance record was set with more than 775,000 fans attending in the streets of Detroit, man. Unbelievable. We saw it. It was a body wash there, man. But you know what was funny? When it got to be about pick 20, all of a sudden those people started to disappear when the sun went down. They didn't want to get caught in Detroit at night.
Well, I mean, you got to figure after 20, who's the big name coming out?
Right. Exactly.
I will say this. I like the Saints picking up this Rattler kid, dude.
Yeah.
He's got talent.
They get him on day 2 or day 3?
I think they got him in the 5th round.
5th round. So that's day 3. Wow.
So,
okay.
And he's going to sit behind Derek Carr. Mm-hmm. He's got a lively arm. I mean, he's got talent. He can make the throws. It's some of his decision-making. I think maybe
I watched him in Oklahoma.
Kind of like a Brett Favre kind of thing,
Yeah, he's got an arm, and he plays like Brett Favre because I've watched him. Last time I saw Dad, we watched an Oklahoma Sooners game, and he was playing for him, and I was like, where is this guy throwing the football?
Yeah, he makes some decision. But you know what? His time at South Carolina, he played much better, and I think as he progresses, that might be a great pick for the Saints. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. But anyway, it was great financially for the Detroit area. Big draw for them. Okay, well, it's this time of year when the sports that I don't watch, one of them my brother does, but I don't really watch these sports, but it's playoff time in these sports. Playoffs! Right? We're going to start with the NBA. The NBA playoffs have started. You've got this is the bracket going on right now. I don't know what the records are at with these.
It says right at the bottom.
It does say at the bottom. I'm sorry. Looks like Oklahoma's 1 game away from getting rid of our hometown Pelicans.
Yeah, we're up against it.
So. I mean, they're the 8th seed, though. This is the way it's supposed to go.
Just real quick, the game 1, which is the one you want to try to steal, we lost 94-92. And the other two behind it, we got our doors blown off.
Heartbreaker. Okay. Then
of course, Zion Williams is not there.
Right.
Injured again.
Dallas. Yeah, that poor kid, dude. He's
kid.
He's snake bit, dude.
Paid a truckload of money to sit there and not try to get himself healthy.
Well,
It's been his story the whole time he's been with New Orleans. Waste of
he
money.
keeps getting injured, right?
Yeah, because he's overweight.
Oh, okay, Dan. I didn't know it was like that. Sorry.
Yes. He got paid, and then he's like,
Oh, shit. He's Jamarcus Russell, NBA style. Okay, gotcha. Anyway, we got the Clippers and the Mavericks, and I hope that game turned around because the first quarter, they were getting ripped by the freaking Clippers, dude.
Look, that's a great matchup, you know. Dallas is up 2-1, but and look, a 20-point lead is nothing in the NBA today. Nothing. So,
by the way, Matt says Saints got Kool-Aid. Yeah, they did get Kool-Aid. Yep. Anyway, we got the Timberwolves and the Suns.
Dallas
The Timberwolves are one game away from sweeping them. And then we've got
just quick update on the Mavericks game. They lost 116-111.
Really? That's good.
There is no score that's safe in the NBA.
I know it.
So it's 2-2 now. 2-2.
It looked bad. Okay, so it's even up there. Got it. Yeah, Clippers and Mavericks are evened up. Okay. Then we've got the Nuggets and the LA Lakers, and Denver is one game away from getting the Lakers out again in the first round.
Yeah, Lakers are just, and LeBron James, oh my God, dude, you ought to see the way this guy whines and cries and whines and cries.
I know.
He went on a rant the other day and threw every one of his teammates, including his coach, under the bus for a loss. And he had a chance with a 3-pointer that he missed. He said, a bug flew in my eye when I was shooting.
He didn't actually say that, did he? Oh, my God. Wow. Okay. So our beloved Celtics once again are the number 1 seed.
Yes.
We need to make it this time, guys. Come on.
It's just recently. Well, I think it went 2-1 as of last night, and they blew the doors off the Heat last night. So
yep.
Matt
says it's never LeBron's fault.
Yeah. The Celtics have had a great team for a long time, but they just can't seem to finish. So
yeah, I saw that Clay. He does like to wear a dress. You're right. I've seen him wear that skirt thing that he wears.
It's
just weird.
He flops all over the place. He gets the calls though, so why not, right?
He's LeBron. Then we got the Cavaliers, his old team, against the Magic. They're tied at 2-2. And then we got the Bucks and the Pacers at 2-1. Indiana, the old. Why am I having a mental block?
Because you're old.
Yeah, because I'm old. Your boy, man.
Larry Bird. He was their coach.
Yeah, Larry Bird. He was their coach. That's what I was trying to say. The guy from French Lick. That's all I could think.
Indiana is up 2-1 in that series. I mean, that series can go any way. So yeah.
And then we've got the Knicks and the 76ers.
Stomping them on the 76ers. There you go.
I can't believe the Knicks are the 2nd seed. Wow, that's just amazing.
Got a good team. Good team.
Yep, 3-1. Okay, so that's where the NBA playoffs sit. And we've also got to look at the bracket in my brother's second favorite sport.
Here we go.
His first love is college football. Let there be no doubt. But his second love is the NHL. No doubt about it.
Hockey, man.
He would rather watch this than the NFL. I can guarantee you. If they were both on, he'd be watching the hockey game.
Okay, so teams to watch: New York Rangers, tough. Florida. Look at Dallas. Dallas was the number 1 seed, and they're going to have Golden Knights to be the man. You got to beat the man.
You got to beat the man, right? And
they're not going to go quietly. They're up in that series 2-1. So
yep.
Yeah.
And then you've got who is that? Winnipeg
Jets. Yeah.
Against Colorado.
They're on their way out. So there you go.
I don't know where these series are sitting. It doesn't say on here.
Well, 2-1, 2-1, 3-1, 2-1.
Oh, that's the numbers for the series. Yeah. Okay, I thought it was game results. Okay, cool. So the Panthers.
The Bruins are in the same position as they were last year with Florida, and they proceeded to lose 3 games in a row. So
and Florida
winning
is back
series
again. I see. Yep. That's not good.
That's all right. We got business to handle with them.
I hear you.
We got to get out of the first round though.
I hear you, man. Looks like everybody in the East is taking commanding leads, and
in
the West is
Carolina Hurricanes. That's another tough-minded team right there.
Yeah,
Rod Brindamore is their head coach. They're tough-minded. A lot of good teams coming out of the East. The West, you got the Golden Knights are just
the Golden Knights are the measuring stick right now, aren't they? So
they are.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see. We know who we're rooting for. That's the
Absolutely.
Boston Bruins.
Yeah.
Always rooting for them.
A little ball of hate just got the record for most playoff goals as of yesterday. That's
Really?
Brett Marchand. That's our captain
The
now.
little ball of hate is still there, huh?
Man, he's look, that little guy. Yeah, he's tough.
He
tough.
says,
That's it.
he said, yeah. What's up?
Little ball
Oh,
of hate.
man. All right, look, we can have fun, boss. Damn.
Yo.
He said it's time for the flicks, man. It's time to watch Luke Skywalker get
Oh man, golden diaper,
cut up, sliced up by his dad. You know,
Harry or whatever the fuck they do. You know, he just stuck his hand out there and got it freaking locked.
What the hell
Darth
are you
Vader said,
doing,
"I'll take
son?
the hand. Thank you very much."
That'll look good in my trophy case. I'll keep that lightsaber. No problem.
I mean, look at that. Harry, you freaking Jedi.
All right, boys and girls. Well, we
there it goes again.
We got to take a look at the box office receipts as usual. Let you know what's going on with that. And this week, I'll tell you what was interesting last week when we looked at it. This is projections for this week. Challengers is going to be number one this week with 15 million, which is just horrible. It's just
what is that movie about? I don't even know that one.
It is Zendaya and two dudes. It's a tennis movie, and it just looks weird, Dan. It looks
Sounds
very
awesome.
strange. Yeah, it's a chick flick tennis movie is what
Thrilling.
it looks like to me.
Must see movie.
Thrilling weirdo movie. Yeah. But anyway, it's going to make 15 million this weekend. Unsung Hero. I heard about this one on Sean Hannity's show the other night. Another one from Lionsgate Studios. Don't know what the premise of it is or anything, but he said he watched it and said it was really good. I really don't. Yeah, Sean Hannity. Lionsgate Studios is they're the same guys that made the movie about Kurt Warner. They're the religious movie studio. They did the big hit last summer about the human trafficking at the border. The Sound of Freedom. They did that one too. They're really making some good stuff.
Lionsgate usually does some pretty good movies.
Yeah, they're doing some pretty good stuff. And there's the guy I'm going to see in 2 days. Actually, probably tomorrow evening. We'll probably hook up somewhere.
Sure, everybody.
That is Christian Delorme's Vinyl Revival. That's the guy I'm going to meet down in New Orleans. What's up with the fireworks, bro?
What's up?
It's good to see you, Christian. But they got the second spot. But look at the overall numbers, though, Dan. Look how low they are.
Well, I mean,
it's bad.
How long have we been doing this show? And we can say the same story every week since we started the show. People are just not going to the theater.
Yeah, they're not. Henry Cavill's new movie, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, dropped right out of the. I haven't seen it, and I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I'm sure it's good.
Well, it's based on a true story. I mean, it's based on, who was the prime minister during World War II in Britain? Winston Churchill, based on his journals. That's a great movie, dude. And it's Guy Ritchie, right? The pace of it is kick-ass.
Right, but look where it ended up. It's opening weekend. I mean, it ended up fourth. It's opening weekend. Who gives a shit
about World War II anymore, dude? I mean, Guy Ritchie. I like that movie. I thought it was great.
I'm sure. I'm looking forward to. I'm a fan of his stuff. I was just showing you how bad it opened, and these numbers are not good. I mean, they're not good at all. They're really not. People. I really think the streaming services have killed their own product. Why?
Well, I don't know. Hey, look, Joe. There's advertising dollars with streaming. You know, Hollywood's still going to make their fucking money.
Yeah,
they're going to make their money.
Right.
And speaking of streaming, Kim and I watched a movie last night. Knox Goes Away. Mm-hmm. Michael Keaton's new movie.
Yeah.
Amazing movie. It's a great movie. Great story. Unique story. Yeah. Something different. And Keaton tends to do those kinds of movies anymore. But yeah, I highly recommend, if you're into depth of story and good acting. Yeah, that's one that you want to check out.
Okay, all right.
No doubt.
Well, I really think that they've, there's advertising dollars behind them, but they're getting their quarterlies out now, and they're losing billions of dollars. These streaming services, they're going to end up eventually at some point. They're going to have to merge some of them or something, because it's just not working out for them the way they were expecting to do. They're losing all kinds of people just can't afford them. They keep jacking up their prices, and people can't afford them in this economy right now. They just can't afford it. Hang on one second. I lost one of our stories, and I really want to get it back. Where is my?
I saw this message or this question on X today. The question was, this inflation, what can we do about it? That was the question thrown out there. And I said, look, the people that are in power.
Good to see you, Ariel.
The people who are in power, this is going exactly the way they want it to go. They don't live in our world, so they don't feel that crunch. So it's not real for them. So they're not going to fix anything.
Right.
We can't fix anything. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Hang on one second. I got to check in with Christian. He says, I got a bar lined up for Frenchman Street for tomorrow. DBA bar. Okay,
Frenchman
man.
Street, just kick ass.
All right.
It's a great location. Yeah. A lot of good stuff.
You've been there?
Oh, yeah.
Frenchman
Street? Oh, yeah.
There you go. All right.
Yep.
Danny my brother Hylunder here, Christian. He was just down there last week with his wife.
In Hotel Monteleone in the French Quarter. Yeah.
Man. We like New Orleans. Let me tell you, man.
Absolutely. Love the French Quarter.
Yep.
Everything's within walking distance. Food, music, people.
Out is Tom Cruise planning a remake of a wild Clint Eastwood action thriller.
Excited about this, bro.
Yeah, me too. I usually am not down with remakes, but if it's Cruise, we all know it's going to be good. Yeah. And he's remaking one of my favorite movies ever, The Gauntlet. With Clint Eastwood. Yeah, man.
If you people that are, everybody that's in the chat and watching us tonight, if you have not seen this movie, it's late 70s, I think it was, The Gauntlet. Yeah. Highly recommend you watch that movie before you see the Cruise movies. Just to give you some context. It's a great movie. One of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies. Doesn't get a lot of accolades, but it's a great story, great movie. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, and it's not your thing.
He is not the hero.
He's a cop that basically they're throwing to the wolves is what it is.
Because he's a drunk.
Yeah, he's a drunk. He's useless kind of guy, and he's got to protect a hooker. And it's just
a witness.
Take it. Yeah, a witness
in a drunk will not get her to her appointed court date.
They're hoping
that him.
Yeah,
because he's a drunk.
And it's fantastic, man. It's a great friggin' movie. Let's see. Boo, New Orleans. Was what happened? Katrina would have sunk. Yeah, she's trolling. Into Atlantis. Yeah, she's trolling. She just wants attention.
With her huge tracts of land,
right? With her huge tracts of land, right there in her friggin' avatar. She's always got huge tracts of land in her avatar. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one right here, man. Because if it wasn't Tom Cruise, I probably wouldn't look forward to it.
Sure,
but Cruise pulls out all the stops for his movie, so I think that one's gonna be great.
No doubt.
Oh, and I get it too. No. I'm talking about
that movie. I'm thinking about. I'm going to go back and watch it because that's got a great pace in that original movie.
Oh, dude, it's fantastic. Yeah. It's fantastic, man. That's a great movie. Yeah. Yep. You guys need to check that one out if you've never seen it. The Gauntlet, starring Clint Eastwood and his girlfriend at the time, Sandra Locke. She was in like 3 movies, right? She was in Outlaw Josie Rails, first one she was in, right? And then she was in this one and Sudden Impact. She was in Sudden Impact too, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think that's the 3. Yeah. Was she in one of the Any Which Way But Loose movies? I can't remember. Was she in both of them? Okay. So she made quite a few.
She did quite a bit. I mean, he made her career. He put her on the screen, that's for sure.
Yep. That's for sure, man. Yep. Okay, so we got that one. And then we've got let me get this up here. Comedian Russell Brand announces he's getting baptized. I'm taking the plunge, he says.
Yeah.
What is this all about, Daniel? What is
Well,
going
the
on
guy's
here?
been under a lot of scrutiny. He's had a sexual assault charge against him. I watched his show. He is a YouTuber, and he does some pretty in-depth stuff, which is interesting. He's got a pretty interesting viewpoint. I don't agree with everything he says, but
Oh, I
here's
like
a guy
him. I like him a lot. Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
People are so cynical about the increasing interest in Christianity and the return to God, but to me, it's obvious as meaning deteriorates in the modern world, as our value systems and institutions crumble. All of us become increasingly aware that there is this eerily familiar awakening and beckoning figure that we've all known all of our lives, within us and around us. So he has reached a point in his life where, maybe, we don't, for me personally, I didn't even know myself until my mid 30s, 40s. And this guy's, he's facing a lot of things. And, if you've never watched his YouTube show, it's pretty good.
I have.
You don't
I've
have to
watched
agree with everything the guy says, but at least he has an opinion.
it. Mhm.
And he says he's going to get baptized because he feels that calling, so.
Yeah. Hey,
But it does speak to the world. He says some things about our world is spinning out of control. It really is. And it doesn't surprise me that people are looking to faith to try to help them guide them through these storms, man, because we've talked about this before. Whatever your belief system is, if you don't have one, I don't know how you make it.
Yeah. If you don't believe in something, you're going to get, you're
Gotta be a lonely feeling, man. So I don't know.
Yeah. If you don't believe in something, you're going to get rooked by everything. That's for sure. You're not going to have a base to be looking at the world from. So to answer your question, Ariel, he's doing this in partnership with Warner Brothers, who owns the original property. Yes. So yeah, that's looking.
That should be good. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what happens to him. I don't think his viewpoints will change. If you've ever watched him, he's a pretty conservative guy.
He is.
Yeah. Good for him, man. Good for him. If that's
I got baptized when I was 40. So
yeah. I got baptized early, Dan. Way early. I wasn't even a teenager when I got baptized.
Sure.
Well, we went to church at Bel Air all the time. So.
Absolutely. But what, the good thing about our experience in the church is it wasn't forced down our throat.
No, it wasn't. No,
if you didn't. So
our parents are not Bible thumpers. That's for damn sure. But and mom's told me, and I believe this, that I went on my own to church. I wanted to go to church when I was a kid. So, but I really need to bring myself to go more now. But God, you get cynical after listening to some of these hypocrites in church, dude. You really do. But I do dig the pastor at Bel Air, Randy Harper. Shout out, he's awesome.
Solid
him. He's fantastic.
Yeah, I miss his sermons, and I tell you what, I got a Baptist church not 2 blocks away from me. I have not stepped foot in that place.
Yeah, let's see.
And I should.
Tim says, "You go to church. You could have. You go to church. You could have fooled me. Right. I don't go these days. I did when I was a kid, though, buddy.
Sinner.
But anyway, okay." This I thought was interesting, man. This I thought was interesting. Iranian rapper Tumaj Salih sentenced to death over music criticizing the government.
Yeah,
recording yeah.
Look, you want to criticize the United States and bitch about this and bitch about that.
Right, we're not the greatest country in the world, folks. Yeah. Go do what you do here in other countries and see what happens.
They'll just kill you. They don't even fuck around with you.
Yeah, this is in Iran, and I've heard this about Iran, that their youth movement is really, they want to westernize the country. The young people in Iran want to be Western. Well,
it's been like that for a good 20 years at least.
Yeah,
but they do not hold the reins.
No, they don't. That's a damn shame.
They don't. Just like us here, we don't hold the reins,
No, we don't.
They allow us to get our Burger King and freaking McDonald's and go watch our videos and the web, anything to keep us distracted, but we don't have a say, really. So there you go.
I hear you, bro. Well, last but not least, in the flicks tonight, 93-year-old Clint Eastwood embracing don't give a damn attitude in final years. I thought he was always like that, but What they're talking about is the way he's looking these days. He showed up on Jane Goodall's podcast with a beard and disheveled hair, looking like a homeless guy.
Why not?
And he's I think, hang on, let me find the quote in here. He says, let's see, his kids tell Clint he should try to maintain his matinee idol style by getting a nice haircut, shaving his face, and dressing better. But Clint says at his age, he's earned the right to be comfortable and not to have to pretend.
He has.
So
absolutely.
That's the way Clint feels about it. He says he doesn't need the ladies to swoon over him anymore to make his day. So,
He doesn't. I mean, I think he's directing a movie right now. I mean, he doesn't need to.
Yes, it's called Juror Number 2. I looked it up, Dan. It's called Juror Number 2. No telling what that's about, right?
He doesn't need to try to sell himself to anybody anymore.
No.
I mean, his name sells itself. So
it
there
does.
you go.
That guy, look, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a huge fan. Huge. I know.
Not only that, in Hollywood standards, I mean, the guy makes great substance, movies that people will,
thought-provoking films, man. No doubt about it. I mean, that one he did about the Atlanta bombing and the guy that found it and what happened to him. What the hell was the name of that movie, dude?
No idea.
My God.
He got crucified, though.
Yes, he did. And he saved a bunch of people's lives.
Yep.
It's just crazy. Let's see. Arrow says, is Jury 2 being made by Warner Brothers? Yeah, he makes everything with Warner Brothers. No doubt about that. He always makes movies for Warner Brothers. Yeah. That's why all his stuff ends up on HBO Max. Okay, boss, relax, dude. I know it. I'm not talking about you, and I should be, but just relax. Yo. Just because I'm a Clint Eastwood fan doesn't mean you have to get on my ass. I mean, come on. It's time for Earthquake.
I don't know, man.
It's time for Earthquake.
Earthquake. The tryouts.
Oh, man.
I mean, look at this. I don't know how these buildings passed inspection, man. I mean, they just fall and it's like nobody's business. Look at that road. There's nothing underneath it. How the hell did you build that thing?
It is absolutely nuts, man. That's crazy,
man. It's crazy.
Yep, crazy. But you want to see crazy? Check this chick out. I'm becoming a fan of this young lady right here. Her name is Sydney Sweeney. She's been popular for a while now, but I came to find out that she is producing her own stuff now. She's using her own money to make films now and stuff. She just made some horror movie with a nun in it. That she plays a nun in it and stuff.
She's sexually assaulting this dog, man.
No, she's not sexually assaulting the dog. But look, she's having a good time, man. And people are giving her shit about the way she dresses and stuff. And she came out with this.
The dog's got a big smile on his face.
Right? Big smile. But she came out with this shirt on the other day, and this thing went viral, man. As you can see, it says, "Sorry for having great tatas," I will say. But man, what a great statement. That just hair-lipped every half of the friggin' woke mobsters out there, that keep trying to front down our girls in video games and things like that, I just think it's neat to see somebody just have a good time with themselves. And sure. She seems to be a pretty smart person. I saw her on Saturday Night Live after that Madam Web fiasco came out. She even said
that likes to sexually assault her dog, but yeah. She seems pretty solid.
Other than the bestiality thing, which is against the law, she's just pretty cool, right?
Yeah,
all right. And then we had this.
She does have huge tracts of land. Yes, she does.
Has huge tracts of land, man. No doubt. Oh my God, the chat is going crazy here. Hang on, let me catch up with this. Let's see. Because he owns Warner Bros. Yeah, he doesn't own them. Looks like she's into bestiality. Yeah, okay, we got it. The Bullet Ballet. Oh God.
Love it.
She has huge tracts of land. Just. Oh my God, Daniel, you did not. You just threw hearts up on the freaking screen, maniac. Just picture it, Tim. She with her dog and a horse, and then it's possibly an elephant. Stop it. Okay, I'm done reading your stuff, Ariel. You're going into that crazy town. That's all right. Okay. Next up, we got race car in Sri Lanka veers off track, killing 7 people and injuring 20 officials say.
Sucks.
Now this is
People sit
what
right on the. I mean, they're
they
right on.
do. They do. They sit right on it. It's ridiculous, man. This is one of those Grand Prix races, and oh my God, man! Wow.
I mean, look at this car this guy's driving. It looks like a car they got out of a parking lot and slapped some stickers on it. And let's go racing.
let's go surfing. You know
What's going on?
Let's see. Sydney will end up like Catherine the Great, and how she may have died. Okay.
What?
I don't know what he's talking about there. Anyway, yeah, that's crazy. I hate to hear that. Papua New Guinea leader takes offense after Biden implies his uncle was eaten by cannibals. What?
Look, when you're the president of the United States, you can say anything. Just whatever it is, you just spit it out. And...
No, you can't talk to our friends and allies like that, man. No,
check him out. He's doing it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it for another 4 years too.
I hope
it's gonna get worse.
Daniel,
it's gonna be awesome.
Stop it.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm telling you, awesome.
Comedic gold. Our ratings are gonna go through the roof when this guy gets another 4 years.
In another sign of the times, Express files for bankruptcy and plans to close nearly 100 stores as investors group looks to save the brand.
Oh no, Express.
Well, I mean, yeah, this is another one of those stores that was like in all the malls and stuff, and we know what the condition of malls is these days.
Are there any malls? Well, there is Stonebriar Mall here in Dallas. It's booming, dude.
Right?
Booming.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, next up we've got.
Bitch.
Yeah, this seems to be. I want to caution everybody in getting into these social media sites, I guess, because there's a lot of people getting messed up by them, man. Let's see, Eva Evans, a TikTok star and creator of Club Rat series, dead at age 29. This girl is only 29 years old, and they're not saying
people getting bumped for whatever reason. I mean, dying on whatever.
And they're not saying what the cause of death is yet. 29 is pretty young for dying, on a
motorcycle. She died. They don't say what she died of.
No, they don't. They don't.
Bad hair, maybe. I don't know.
But we've got another one in here about another girl that passed away too, but she was shot to death. I'll tell you about that here in a second.
Damn.
But yeah, TikTok.
Drugs.
Ariel's saying drugs. She's saying drugs. Wait, I mean, don't know. It doesn't say anything about it. So
yeah. Drugs. Probably right on the money.
Let's see. With homelessness on the rise, the Supreme Court weighs bans on sleeping outdoors. Well, that's okay. That just seems like it would be hard to enforce. Really?
Well, that's our nation's capital, huh? I wonder if this is photoshopped or if that's actually.
I don't know.
I tell you right now, when we went to D.C., it's been a couple of years now, but.
No, this is activists demonstrating outside.
Okay.
Supreme Court.
What I was going to say is D.C., unlike all the other major cities that I've been to as a truck driver, that was the cleanest and quietest city that I've ever been into.
Yeah.
Ever. I was amazed.
Washington? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. I can buy that. Yeah. I just think it's interesting that they're trying to, with the homeless problem, that it sure seems like some of these cities are trying to, almost endorse people doing it.
Look, I sent one to the thread. I don't know if we have time to talk about it, but there's several major cities that have embraced this, sanctuary city thing. Denver, New York, Chicago, and they are, look.
Yeah, they're looking bad.
Financials of that thing.
When did you send it? After we get on the air?
No, I sent it early this morning. But okay, Denver. Shortfalls, and they're actually cutting funding to first responders to be able to take care of the homeless problem. New York, $2.5 billion to cover costs of caring for migrants.
Oh, I've got it in here, dude. That's in your best and brightest.
$70 million.
Yeah, we're going to go over it here in a little bit in best and brightest, man.
Yeah,
that's in there.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, it is crazy. And the fact that you hear what I'm saying, the Supreme Court outlawing that. wow. That's one hand not knowing what the other hand's doing, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, okay. Next one we got. Those of you that think all of this stuff is going to cost Donald Trump too much money, all these cases on him and stuff, think again. Donald Trump's set to receive $1.2 billion worth of Trump media stock in DJT earn-out bonus. I mean, this guy, wow. He's got more money than he knows what to do with.
Well, I'll tell you right now, dude, I don't know about that, but I see him in court, and he looks haggard.
Yeah, he does look tired, man.
He looks rough.
Of course, he's on the campaign trail every time when he gets out of the...
Well, he had to cancel his campaign that he was supposed to have in South Carolina. Or he's citing, bad weather. But look, this is weighing on him. And like Biden, he's not a young guy. So, but these are the choices that we have.
Yep.
I just don't see it. I don't see how he's going to win. I mean, honestly, I just don't. So.
Well, I tell you, he's gained a lot of people are going over to his side that you wouldn't think would, dude. It's because they're tired of what Biden's doing, and they're tired of all the results of his economics and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that pisses me off about the whole thing is we're stuck with this again.
Well, yeah, this is our choices.
That's it right there. We're stuck with the two old men.
I'm saying we don't have a voice. They're going to maneuver. They're going to edit. They're going to put the people that they want to be, whether it be Trump wins or Biden wins. These are elected. These are whittled down, and this is what the two parties want, so they can maintain their status quo on their dollars and their business dealings.
Right.
So we're not going to get anything other than these two guys.
Yep. Okay, and other news, we got the Gaza Pier. U.S. begins building floating base to boost aid.
Yep.
Which that's a good thing if you ask me. I mean,
look, these aid workers that are over there, they work every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. There's no ceasefire.
Yeah.
And many of these aid workers have been killed.
Yeah.
And they're doing these as these bombs are dropping and these guns, the bullets are flying. And these aid workers are still out there. There's no ceasefire over there. So,
yeah,
they're still trying to do, the good work. So,
right.
And they've been talking about putting this bridge up to be able to facilitate getting
aid where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Instead of the whole thing is, guys, the route they have to take is one that doesn't want to let it through. Sure. I think it's Syria that doesn't want to even help or something like that. I can't remember exactly what.
Well, it's so inflamed there, and I mean,
it's ridiculous.
Again, not everybody in the Gaza Strip is for Hamas.
Right, they're not.
It's simple people trying to live, and now they're getting bombed into the Stone Age because of some faction that I guarantee you is not even in the Gaza Strip.
We're doing that, and at the same time, on the other side of the planet, we're doing $6 billion. Long-term military aid package for the Ukraine.
Oh, yeah. Ukraine.
Yeah. Ukraine. Yeah.
It's
going to get more of our money.
Man.
More of our money.
Yeah.
More of our money.
Well, you got people sleeping outside. You pick a major, not even a major city. We got homeless. We got veterans that need things, man. We don't have any money for them. But we got money for everybody else in the world.
We can buy all kinds of bullets and missiles and shit, though. We can do that. Yep. But the guys that we sent to go use that shit can't help them.
Can't help them.
That's fucked up. Teen sues school after assaulting teacher over Nintendo Switch.
Now, the precursor to this is supposed to be a special needs kid in high school. But, the teacher took his Switch and he beat this teacher, lady, near to death, broke ribs, concussion, facial lacerations. Yeah, she's up in the hospital, blah, blah, blah. But now they're suing the school district because they weren't in tune with his needs and didn't understand how important this Nintendo Switch was. This is where we're at in the United States. You want to be a teacher? Fuck that. No way. No way.
Look, I was thinking about it. When I knew Libby was going downhill, I talked to Jane, and she said, "You don't want to do that, Joe. You do not want to do that."
can't tell you how many people I know
Yeah.
in our family here, on Kim's side that,
Yeah.
they went and got their degree and then they did it for maybe a year. Mm-mm.
Yep. That's called fentanyl, young lady. That's what she's looking for there.
Nothing's
But
being
yes.
taught in the home, and they're letting these people out on total strangers. I mean, if you're not going to listen to your parents, why would you ever listen to a total stranger?
Right. Yeah, for sure. The teacher should countersue the student. Well, they what for? That student's not going to have a penny to their name.
Yeah,
that'd be a useless thing right there.
Person, if you're a teacher these days, that is what you do because you love it. It's not because
you're
rich doing it. And this person was beat near to death by a kid that has special needs. So, where's the parents? Where is the parents on this thing? What has been done outside of school to try to get this kid help? Or you just dump them off on the school and say, "You guys take care of it."
Yeah,
too much of that happens, man. Too much.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that's part of the reason why society's where it is today. The uninvolved parents. It starts in the house, man. Starts at home. Absolutely starts at home. Next one we got. People are still intrigued with the Titanic, man. Gold watch worn by richest passenger aboard the Titanic sells for a record $1.5 million.
Yeah.
$1 million.
You know what? I'm looking at that headline. I don't know, man. Maybe the interest is waning because 1.5. It seemed like that would have gone for much more than that. But who
knows? It's still a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. Yeah.
Yep. Delta in our planes, trades, and automobiles segment, we're planning on doing. Delta plane's emergency slide falls off during flight.
What are you gonna do? Can't make an omelet, bro.
Without breaking some eggs. Flight was from New York to Los Angeles. Reported vibrations
You're not
and
gonna ever
banging.
use that thing anyway, so whatever, man.
Jesus Christ.
We got other slides, bro. It's no big deal. Why you breaking my balls?
It's getting it. Why you breaking my balls? Here's another TikToker. Now this one's sad though. Iraq TikTok.
The other one wasn't sad, but this is sad. Okay, cool.
Well, that one's sad, but I mean, this one, she was shot to death outside of her apartment. She was shot to death outside of her apartment.
This is no bueno.
Star Fahad.
In Baghdad.
In Baghdad.
Yeah.
And you read this article and you find out about 6 months ago, somebody else got shot to death too. And basically this is females in like Iraq and Iran. They're TikTokers and they're doing those dance videos with the tight clothes on, and that doesn't fly in their country. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't fly to them. Yeah.
It does not. They're not in the United States where they can get away with that.
That's it.
There's still fundamentalist leadership groups that run these countries, and you're gay, throw you off a fucking building.
Right. Yep.
You're a female, not having your headdress on and you're dancing, kill that. I mean, they have no problem with that. And you're talking about the United States is a bad place. We don't treat people right.
Right.
Give me a break, man.
Yep. Well, that's it for the earthquakes tonight, boys and girls.
Give me the 2 thumbs down.
Oh, no. Are we going to get the rain? No, we got the bubble. How come we can't get the rain, bro?
Let me try to get them closer together.
Okay. Get them closer together. And we got the rain. There it is. Now you know what's up. Look, you trying to get triple effects going. I saw you.
You see what the off system will do, man. You don't know until you push the envelope.
Too many ignorant people out there. You're absolutely right.
Two of them sitting right here on the microphones too.
Look, yeah, right. There's 2 of them with microphones in front of them.
Drinking whiskey and talking shit.
Drinking whiskey and talking shit. Okay, so speaking of ignorant people,
yes,
it is time for the fastest.
Dallas Cowboy fans.
It's time for the fastest growing segment of our show. It's a new one that Danny came up with. And it's time for us to talk about the best and brightest. boys and girls, it's time to talk about the best and brightest. Now, look, I'm not going to read this
go right
headline.
into that.
I am going to do it right now. Here
Right
we
into
go.
it.
All I'm going to tell you is this is the New York District Attorney. Okay, that's all I'm going to tell you. The DA. Why do we know this? Because she says it. Right. Here we go, boys and girls. Check out the DA for New York. Hang on, let me find this. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going 55 coming home from work.
55 and a 35.
I don't really care.
Okay.
So you can call this.
Can you please come over here? You're on this is on a traffic stop, ma'am.
Yes, it is. You can call Dennis Kohlmeyer right now.
Okay. I'm telling you why I stopped you. You
Name
didn't
dropping.
stop at all. Did you not hear my lights or sirens or anything?
No, I didn't actually. I was on the phone.
No, I don't give a
You
fuck.
were supposed to be on the phone while you're
She
driving.
was on the phone while she's
I'm
driving.
on the phone.
Okay. Why are you so upset at me? I'm doing my job. You just admitted to me that you were going 55 and a 35 on Phillips Road.
Leave me alone. It's
Officer Christopher,
Christopher.
can you stay over here, ma'am? This
No,
is a
I'm
traffic.
not
This is a
staying
this
over
is a
here.
legal traffic stop. Do you have your ID?
No, it's in my purse. Here.
You have your purse right there.
Dennis, this is ridiculous. Go away.
Hello, sir.
Go away, she says.
Good, ma'am. Can you please stay at the back? This is ma'am. This is legal traffic stop. Can you please stay over here,
No. Hey, baby, get your little guy out of here.
sir?
Couldn't be bothered,
I
man.
stopped her for going 55 and a 35 on Phillips
On
Road,
Phillips Road.
and
coming
she
home from
failed
work.
to stop. She drove all the way back home and parked in her garage. And now she's not complying with any of my commands. Ma'am, do not go inside.
Oh my God.
Now she's just going in the house. If we did this, we'd be on the
Yep.
deck.
Got tased, something.
Okay.
We'd be in handcuffs already.
Go inside. This is a traffic stop. Here's your
Don't
phone
you-
back.
I understand the law better than you. We just-
953. Can you have a supervisor come to the
That's
scene?
what's up.
No, get out of my fucking house.
What?
Why?
Get
I don't
out
know
of
why
my
you're
effing
acting
house.
like this towards me.
Because
Can you please go to the back of the vehicle?
I'm not going to. I'm home. I was okay. 55.
I don't care if you got home. You were supposed to stop at Phillips Road when I pulled you over.
I
When
didn't
my
know-
lights were
I
initiated.
didn't know you were stopping me. There was lots of other people on the road.
I was right behind you.
Yeah, there were other people on the road too.
Okay, I was directly
I'm
behind
I'm
you.
not dealing with you right
Can
now.
you please step over here?
I'm not going to.
I'm not going to go fuck yourself.
This is the reason you're
Elected official.
So,
Elected
what I'm
official.
doing. I'm doing my job. You say you're a DA?
I am the DA.
Okay.
The DA.
Okay, let me get you my badge. I am the DA.
I am the DA. Okay?
Not any DA.
I
How did she not get tased
don't
right there?
understand the
She could be
hypocrisy.
going for a
I'm
weapon
doing my
right there.
job.
Bring your butt cheeks. Bro.
How am I being an asshole?
I am.
Oh, he's being an asshole.
Monroe County.
I understand that,
I'm
but that doesn't
coming
give
home
you
from work,
a right
and
to
I
go
was just-
55 and a 35.
35. Yeah. Hello.
And you even admitted to me that you went 50. I
I don't
understand
really
that,
care.
ma'am.
I don't
I
really
Awesome.
understand that.
Nice badge.
If you give me a traffic ticket, that's fine. I'm the one who prosecutes it. Okay.
I'm the one who prosecutes.
And you, out of everyone, should know that if there's a legal traffic stop, which I have the right to detain you until this is done.
Then just write me the fucking ticket. I really don't
Write
care.
me the fucking ticket. she
Write me the
says.
fucking ticket.
Well, then just hang out at the back of the car.
And there we go, boys and girls. There it is. The DA.
I am the DA, okay?
The
Dickhead.
DA.
I'm the one that prosecutes. I'll be prosecuting myself. Write me the freaking ticket and get out of my freaking house and blah,
Right.
blah, blah.
What?
Not,
in
I'm
the
sorry, I broke the law and put people's lives in danger. 55 and 35? Damn. That's residential, I think.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
She's
Unbelievable.
DDA.
She's not going to have her job much longer, I don't think. If that's the kind of thing goes viral and just makes people look bad.
She'll
All
come out
right.
with some kind of public blah, 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 and then she'll be right back in the saddle again, laughing and joking.
Right. The next one we got here under Best and Brightest, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. reveals the only reason why he thinks Dr. Fauci has avoided jail for his response to the COVID pandemic. What's this all about, Daniel?
Well, I mean, he's very outspoken about it. Fauci was the face of that damn thing. And,
Oh, yeah, he was.
and Trump, he tried to do the right thing, but he just, I mean, he couldn't. And he succumbed to this guy's, direction. And then he picked up with the Biden administration. He came in saying, I am a businessman. This is talking about Trump. I'm going to run this place like a business, right? Mm-hmm. He gave the keys to all of our shops and our businesses to Fauci and shut down 3.3 million businesses, Kennedy says. But we shifted $4 trillion of wealth upwards. We closed all the little guys.
Yeah.
And you read this article, come to find out that, when they told everybody to sequester themselves in the house, it's passed inside the house, not outside. So then they tell us to go outside. So they sequestered everybody, telling everybody to stay home and put us even in more dangers. But then, Fauci was the head of that thing. You know, he was calling the shots.
Yep.
But he's not ever going to go to jail.
No, he's not.
Never, ever going to go to jail.
No. And he was the front man for that whole operation.
Absolutely was.
Shut everything down.
Trump bent to his expertise, and Joe Biden, this current administration, went right along with him. So I think a lot of people probably died because of the direction, because we were all sitting around each other, passing it to each other. And, mom and pop suffered. Big business, they can absorb downtime. Mom and pop can. You saw closures all over the country. People lose their jobs, and then they jump on the system, and then they don't want to go back to work because, they extend the benefits and extend the benefits. It's all about buying votes, all about maintaining power. So, and it's a big black eye for the Trump administration because this shit all started under his watch. And, so that's another hurdle he'll have to climb as he tries to regain the White House.
Mm-hmm. Yep, for sure. All right.
Best and brightest, man. Best and brightest.
Best and brightest. These are the best and brightest.
These are the people we trust for the direction.
Yeah. Missouri Attorney General blasts Kansas City mayor open invitation to migrants. Now, this is what you were talking about sanctuary cities earlier.
Yeah, this is one of them. Yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, these sanctuary cities, and we talked about it earlier. You're talking about Denver, Chicago, New York, Kansas City, any of these major cities that are calling themselves sanctuary cities, they're suffering losses financially, benefits, and who are they cutting? They're cutting first responders to be able to cover these costs, and you got counties next to each other saying, "Look, you call yourself a sanctuary city, that's fine, but don't send those people over here. We can't afford that." Mm-hmm. So these are the big financial losses that these cities are incurring because of
plus their population isn't putting up in it, and they're leaving.
Yep.
Yeah,
they're leaving, but they bring their ideology with them. Yeah, they do.
That's the problem in Austin.
People don't change.
And Dallas and the major cities. Yeah, in Texas, one of the most conservative states in the union, is starting to swing because of those ideologies coming to town. Yep. Yeah. And that, boys and girls, is our best and brightest for this week. That's them.
I love that video, man.
I know you do. Awesome. All right. Look, boss, man, could I hang out with my brother without you on my ass?
Yo.
He had to get in my ear and say, "Hey, man, it's time to load that jockstrap.
Load that jockstrap.
Load it with that cup. Get the pads out. And get ready. Get your helmet on.
Yeah.
Because it's time to turn out the lights."
I have the utmost respect for Kurt Warner for going in there. I have the utmost respect for Kurt Warner for going in there.
Oh,
Did you ever watch the show Loki, man?
Loki?
Yeah, you know how they have the grid, the timelines, and
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
Kurt Warner got hit, his timeline went
He got pruned. Yeah,
dude.
he got pruned. Yeah,
Oh my god.
gone. Boom. If
Oh,
you guys
bro.
wonder why I showed that twice, it's because you can't believe the hits the first time you see him. You have to see him again.
I
It's
hope
like-
Tyson can deliver a blow like that on that freaking.
I do too. I
so.
hope Jake Paul gets his head just separated from his body. I really do.
So you'd be down for him getting decapitated.
Pretty much, man. I really, I'll tell you this though, Dan. Mike's got to do it in the first round for sure. He's got to do it.
Yeah,
in the
you and
first
I have
round.
talked about this already. If he doesn't knock him out in the first
He's
couple rounds,
57 years old, man.
yeah, he didn't have the steam when he was in his 20s
No,
to go long distance.
he's not going the
So-
long game. No.
'Cause that's not how he fights.
No.
He fights to just knock you out with every punch you
All
throw.
right. My final word tonight is good news and bad news in Louisiana. Which one you want first, Dan? Good news
Bad
or
news.
bad news? You want
Bad
the
news.
bad news first? Okay.
Bad news.
Here's the bad news, and it's pretty bad, man. 21 people in Louisiana charged with stealing over $7 million from military members.
$7
way they-
million.
The way they did it, and they're all named in the article. This has actually gotten some national notoriety, but I'm getting this out of the Shreveport Times. This is a gang in Shreveport that did this. The United States Attorney Brandon Brown said these individuals collectively intended to cause almost $7 million in losses to USAA Bank and their customers through a call center that was set up here. They got account information from a call center that was set up down here.
There you go.
Just wow.
In Louisiana. I mean,
I'm glad they caught him, Dan. I'm glad they caught him. That's unreal that they would do something like that, though. Taking advantage of older veterans like that.
Did you see the movie Beekeeper?
Yes, absolutely, and it's the same kind of thing. Yeah, that's wow. It's you got to keep your head. You got to keep your head on a swivel when you're on the internet. First of all, secondly, in life period these days, because everybody's looking to rook you.
There's a predator out there waiting to pounce, dude. It just is.
What is with these men and their obsession with jockstraps? Hey, you got to protect the package, young lady. Let me tell you, if you don't protect that, you're in trouble.
Dude, you ever wear a jockstrap? I wore it once.
Yeah.
No, brutal. No, played without them. Nope.
I don't think I would play
Brutal.
with it at all.
Brutal.
No. Yeah, I know it's a pain in the ass, but I'd rather that than get smashed. Anyway,
you get hit. This is like Eddie Murphy said. You could just graze nuts, and
right.
whether you're wearing a cup or not.
Oh.
But
the good news out of Louisiana, this guy stopped traffic all over town a couple weeks ago with his press conference on this. 50 Cent pushing for second Shreveport development following G Unit Studios. Now, about a year ago, he moved his movie production and recording studios here. That's what G Unit Studios is. Now he's wanting to turn the expo hall downtown into a sports venue. He's looking to put a bunch of money into Shreveport Bossier. He wants to.
Yeah.
His plan, and this was all laid out at this press conference. And this is Curtis 50 Cent Jackson we're talking about now. Mm-hmm. The well-known rapper, who has nothing nice to say about Diddy, by the way. I don't know if you listened to what he had to say about him. But
I've been watching a lot of shit about old Diddy.
The Diddy man.
Yeah.
But anyway, he wants, that right under the bridge there, the entertainment district, that they never can keep going. Remember, they had the Funny Bone down there for a little bit.
It was awesome when they first opened that up.
But they can't sustain it. He wants to turn that into a
dude.
Yeah, I know. He wants to set it up like a Times Square kind of deal.
That's cool.
That's cool. And he wants to spend a lot of money here. And I hope that it brings jobs and all that good stuff. That stuff is really good. We need it here in this area. And it's funny, the clients where I work asked me what I was driving them downtown, showing them the city, and one of them asked you, "What's this place known for?" And I said, "Well, really,
Murder.
I wasn't going to say that, Dan, but what it was known for at one time was music. I mean, Elvis got his start there at the Hayride and a whole bunch of other stuff like that. So, you know,
It hasn't been what it's known for.
I
for
know,
40
I know.
years.
But it used to be a big music hub.
Yeah,
But,
and he's
you know.
smart to do his business in the state of Louisiana because the state of Louisiana far and away gives more corporate subsidies than anybody. His the land that he owns, he won't pay maybe 1% of land taxes.
Right.
So yeah, why wouldn't you start businesses in the state of Louisiana? Whether he can promote and cultivate, that's a culture there in the state of Louisiana.
It's his money, Ariel. It's his money he's spending. Yeah,
the culture there in Shreveport, from the mayor's office on down, and you're talking about old money in Shreveport.
Yes,
you don't get those people to buy off on bringing businesses in there. Hell, we had GM, we had big businesses there, ran them out.
Yeah,
Liberty Glass, ran them out.
Yeah, but they got a conservative in there now, so maybe this is part of the turnaround. I don't know. I couldn't believe that they actually got a conservative in the mayor's office. I couldn't believe that.
That is something because the Democratic Party has had a
struggle. Dude, yeah, that's Shreveport. It's always been a left-leaning city, but yeah, pretty interesting stuff going on here in our backyard where we grew up.
Well, I hope it does because as Shreveport expands, it gets better financially. That helps Bossier, and it helps the area. People that still are there, they deserve a better atmosphere there, more opportunities, and maybe he can make that happen. So.
Yep. Okay, so man, we're running long tonight, but it's the last section here. It is time for Danny's award that he gives out every week, the Simple Jack Award, boys and girls. And the Simple Jack, it's given out to that person, that organization, hell, that government, that state body. No doubt. It could be anything from an organization on down to an individual that's trying to do the right thing and just can't quite get it done. And this week, it's a special Apple edition of the Simple Jack Award. That's right, the Apple edition. Dan, I'm going to leave it to you. You can read the headline and tell them all about it, man. Go for it.
Well, I mean, we get the Wayback Machine on this one. This headline caught my eye this morning. Teen who sold kidney for an iPhone is now bedridden for life. Okay, so China has a huge problem with organ donors. They do. Huge problem. So they have a big black market for major organs. This guy partnered up with somebody that he met on the net and sold his kidney. And as a result, his remaining kidney, because of the back alley kind of surgery that went on, and all these people that did this surgery have been prosecuted, by the way. His remaining kidney has become infected. He's bedridden, and he's on the list to get a freaking kidney now, or he's going to die. But he did this to get the new iPhone. Now that's just, I mean, I don't know where you're at in your life that you have to sacrifice an organ to get a freaking phone. But this is, that's part and part, of what's going on in the world. So, this guy right here, he does it on a global scale. Apple Edition gives up his kidney, and now he's on the list to get a kidney so he can stay alive. He went full retard on the Apple Edition. That's all I have to say about that.
Never go full retard.
Went full retard, boys and girls.
He went full retard.
That's crazy, man.
Basically killed himself.
How bad do you need a friggin' Apple phone? Come on, man.
He sold his kidney for it. So
there's something to be said for taking your time and getting things. You feel like you earned something. When you save up for something.
Means, man. Live within your means.
Yeah, please. My gosh, man.
This guy he's staring down the barrel now. He was a young guy when that happened. He's been suffering in hospital, dialysis for, I think the article says about 6 years now, and he's on his way out unless he gets a kidney. And over China, it's tough to get major organs. So
yeah, Well, that's insane, man. That is one of the most insane articles I've ever seen you come up with.
Crazy, right?
Really, it is crazy.
Full retard, man. Come on now.
Full retard. Oof. Okay, boys and girls, that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. Me and Dan always like to get together and talk about the week's events and chew the fat about it, But look, say your prayers for these wars going on around the world, that they end soon, because it's just, the longer they go on, the more chance of escalation, and that's not good for anybody. So, okay, boys and girls, you're watching the Brothers Hack the Matrix. We do this every Sunday night at 5 p.m. We fill you in on the clown show that is 2024 through today's headlines. And tomorrow, I want you to continue to support the shows that I'm on, but I'm officially on vacation starting tomorrow.
Vacay.
Until Thursday. And I'll fill you in on what's going on with that here in a second as I fill you in on the shows. But just because I'm not on these shows, I am a regular on them. So I want you to continue to support them. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, Attack Force Z is the movie on Military Monday, Morning Coffee with Gary and Anima. So you guys join Martin and those two over there for that one. And then at 3 p.m. Central Time, they're going to be talking about WCW on it's a history of wrestling show that our good friend from across the pond, Ryan Rogers Athay, is running, called Monday Nitrous. They chew the fat for about an hour about a wrestling promotion, and I believe it's WCW he's doing tomorrow. So go check that out at 3 p.m. Central Time. And then at 4 p.m. Central Time, I don't know if you're a fan of this movie or not, Dan, but he's that 70s rock fan has decided to start doing some old science fiction movies, because he had a real successful show with one. So he's doing A Boy and His Dog, the old classic with Don Johnson in it. I don't know if have you ever seen it, Dan? It's a post-apocalyptic movie where the dog
actively avoid anything with Don Johnson in it.
Well, it's a good flick, dude. The dog can actually talk to his owner because of the mental, because mentally he does it. He can talk to him, and it's pretty cool. It's a cool movie. I've seen it a long time ago, but they're going to talk about it tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Time on That 70s Rock Fans channel. So go check that out. I'll be back next week with Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, Video Games, Cocktails, and Fails, both Tuesday and Wednesday at 10. And I'll be back with State of the Atmosphere. But this Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I will be traveling to and from New Orleans. The guy you saw earlier in the chat, Christian Delorme, and I will be meeting down there. He's already there. He got there today. And we're calling it the Vinyl Atmosphere Meetup New Orleans 2024. I actually have a T-shirt with this logo on it that I made for the four of us. Me and Foxy and Mel and him are going to get together down there. We're definitely want to follow my community page on YouTube, my Facebook page, and my X page to see what we're doing. I'll send out plenty of pictures. We got some keychains and buttons made up and koozies and stuff with this logo on them. If you guys are in the New Orleans area, we're going to be at Cafe Du Monde. I can tell you that first thing Tuesday morning, because that's a tradition for me. I got to go down and get my beignet, first thing on that first morning I'm there. It's right across from Jackson Square. Everybody knows where it is if you know New Orleans at all. And then probably going to go with the girls sharpening the market down there. And I want to go to the World War II Museum.
It's awesome. Awesome.
I've never been there, so I'm looking forward to that. Is the afternoon long enough for that place, Dan?
Yeah.
Really? You need an all day?
Afternoon, yeah. There's so much to that, dude.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you're going to want to take some time on that deal. We've been twice, and still it hasn't been enough time.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, we're going to go this time for sure. And then that evening, we're going to Toop's Meadery to eat. I'm going to spend way too much money for a piece of Wagyu beef. I've never had it.
There you go.
We'll see what happens. But anyway, that's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm going to get down there Monday night, and I'm leaving Wednesday morning, but I'll be there all day Tuesday. You guys keep up with my Facebook, my X, and the community page here on YouTube. and you'll know where we're at, and we'll be sending out plenty of pictures. And I am going to do a show Thursday at 1 p.m. Central Time in the afternoon to fill you in on all the events we did and everything. So be sure to check that out. And then Friday, it's Sketching the Privateer, the story of America's pirate patriot, and I'll be doing more work on the family portrait. You see it here, and it's really looking great. I love what we're doing on that. It's fantastic. This is going to end up being an alternate color cover, or maybe one of the graphic novel covers. But yeah, I'm digging this one. I'm going to do this up. I'm going to do it in detail in pencil, so that we can frame it and put it up here in the house, and then I'm going to make posters out of it digitally. I'm going to add color to it and everything. So yeah, come check this stuff out from the ground up on Fridays at 1 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, our good friend John Das Wolfen does
Das Wolfen.
Yes, Das Wolfen. It's a great name, isn't it? He's awesome. Anyway, he's got Gaming with John, Game Night, on Pop Culture Minefield's channel every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. He's doing the entire series of The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, that is. There's like 4 or 5 chapters to this thing, so he's going to be on this game a while. Go check him out as he makes all the wrong decisions on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time. It's one of those games where you make decisions that affects the outcome of the story. And then, of course, we'll be right back here the next Sunday for The Brothers Hack the Matrix. So, for myself and the Hylunder, that can be only one, we want to check the, well, shit, you're going to make me hit it one more time. Maniac, what's the special effect?
Love it.
Let's check the chat real quick before we get out of here. That's the Darwin Award winner nominee. Clay Thomas says about the kid. Let's see. And yes, of course, Ariel, I'm so glad you got this in, because I love her little tagline she uses when she's about to bail. Until next time, everyone, stay out of trouble or don't get caught.
Don't get caught.
And Danny says, don't get caught. Make sure to use protection. Hey, man, I don't need protection, but that's okay. Damn, rip Shakira, so young. What are you talking about? Oh my God, are you serious? Please tell me that's not true. Please tell me that's not true. Let me look at this real quick, Daniel, before we get out of here. You know who Shakira is, right?
No.
You don't?
No, dude.
Oh man, she's a musician.
Shakira news.
Yeah. Let's see. No, I don't see anything like that. Looks like we're getting trolled. That would be all over the place if that was true. But it may be, and I'm just not seeing it. So, okay. So, anyway, I don't know. Mike G. I don't know. I hope that's not
the headline true. I saw was she accepted a deal from the Spanish government about tax evasion.
Oh, well, maybe that's what he means by rip. Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't see anything about her being dead though. So
yeah, she's gorgeous. I'm a big fan, Dan. I dig her. She does. Her newest song is called "Hips Don't Lie." But anyway, she's a belly dancer and a singer. She's pretty damn awesome.
Socially impacting.
Yeah, right. There you go. Okay, for myself and the Hylunder, there can be only one. We want to thank you for being here, and until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.